Okay, so I got 2 down and 1 to go. So the last one, gonna be yellow, but it's gonna be more pink and purple than yellow. It's only gonna have like a yellow shape in her hair stuff. So
the latest coronavirus updates are always online at CBS 19 News.
Hoping like hell I don't screw this up. Get all the yellow done first.
Advocates for death row inmate Julius Jones are increasing from Black Lives
Still
Matter
watching 2020
City to Baker Mayfield. They're all
on Friday night.
Clemency.
We are hopeful. At the same time, we are also fully aware that the commutation process and the decision of the Pardon and Parole Board is the only thing that
So they're gonna make the shield yellow and dark orange.
I'm just grateful that people are standing up to me. It gives me another reason to I can fight hard to live.
Yellow rims on her boots. I'm thinking I'm gonna make her boots pink.
I don't think there's anybody on the planet, no matter your race, no matter your religion, no matter your political party, that can say that Julius Jones received a fair trial.
So the shield is definitely gonna be yellow.
Take a moment and realize, no matter what color somebody is, you're all human beings. I want this to be my family. Even if so many people can't, I'm still in prison.
This will be my greatest undertaking in making, because this paintbrush thing is not my thing. You gotta have a steady hand to be a painter. And my hand is anything but the word steady.
This is the one. Witnesses are finally coming forward in 34-year-old murder. We continue to put scenes of the past with the right and wrong.
So I apologize profusely. I probably should take pictures of this before I painted it. But you know, pride cometh before a fall. No.
Coming up on What Would You Do?
So if I get up, I'm telling you it's going to be an issue to walk away.
Bad service.
Are you sure you're
So I
not
don't know
One who served.
I'm not drunk. I'm
if this is
He's
gonna
had
work
a traumatic brain injury.
the way I
And
want it
she's
to work.
serving nothing but judgment.
He's just a crazy veteran.
You can't say something.
But I'm gonna do my best. Hopefully it will impress.
Plus, I wanted to
Now,
tell you that
I don't know what color I'm gonna make her name. I'm thinking possibly pink and purple.
But what does this coach think? If you come out with this, you're off the team. Olympic medalist Adam Rippon gets to the heart of things.
So
I couldn't even have that promotional talk to people like you.
All that and more.
Big junker binders.
I can't remember if I recorded What Would You Do. I did want to watch that though, so I don't know if I recorded it or not.
When you think no one's watching, would you step up and say something? Listen.
Okay. That's
Are confronted with the bleakest of truths. Not one of the painful surgeries he endured was necessary.
there was no evidence other than giving Theo stuffed animals, and if they didn't have a dog, they borrowed one from their neighbor. They also made handmade signs and pictures.
And what are their names?
sorry.
There's
Trying to
Flo, that's Bruce, and here's Buddy.
Who's your favorite dog that you saw?
My stuff.
Pinky, this little chihuahua right there in the owner's bag.
Having 100 people that I don't even know show up to care for my son in the midst of a crazy...
Okay. Back to 2020.
Close to solving a murder they now consider a hate crime. Someone killed a 23-year-old man 34 years ago. Now new clues have detectives hopeful.
We live in the hood, okay? Occasionally we hear shooting. So it's right on my street and I said on our block. You know, we really hadn't had any problem that could be due to God just looking out and watching over us, keeping us. When Tim was murdered.
Again, having a steady hand helps. You're going to be a painter. God have mercy on your soul if your hands are not steady. I'm trying not to mess up this thing. You know, sometimes you don't have a sharp enough brush. Yeah, and that helps too. If you're not a painter, you have no idea what I just meant by that. It's where the bristles are like pencil thin, and you can fit them into any crevice of what you're trying to paint. Okay, 7 o'clock. Need to hurry up and get my ass on to Joel Osteen. Probably shouldn't have said ass and Joel Osteen at the same thing. I'm not a Jehovah's Witness, but I do watch Joel Osteen. I love his show. He is partially responsible for me regaining my faith. No. In the good Lord. So. Again, if you're going to paint, you need a steady hand. It would also help if the paint doesn't bleed. Yeah. I'm not going to do like a lot of touch-ups. Just out of fear that my touch-ups may really screw it up. Because again, I don't have a sharp enough brush. So I'm going to do what I got to do and get done what I can get done. So now, time for the... Gotta seriously take my time on this section.
I retired 2016 and was elected to the office of sheriff 2017. I'm a brand new politician. I feel strong about what my convictions are. I think that's what a lot of people don't have anymore. I mean, damn, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. I don't give a who you are.
Now remember, that was not me cussing. That was the TV show, 2020.
For years, Griffin was known as a mill town. That was the driving economic force. Years ago, the mills began to close down. A lot of people were put out of work. Crack cocaine became a big thing, and that just seemed to compound.
All right, so that kills the yellow.
Very hard. We have a very high single-parent family rate. We have a very high teen pregnancy rate. We have a very low educational rate. So when you combine all those things...
So I think I'm going to give her purple pants. No, frack that. We're going to give her blue. No. We're going to give her... I don't know what the hell I'm going to give her. I think I need to give her... yellow and pink, but that's been done to death over here. And orange has also been done to death. So, I don't want to go yellow and blue because if it bleeds it'll be green, so yellow and purple will have to do.
There's been a lot of distrust between
And
the African-American community and law enforcement. Sometimes the sheriff's office in the past has been indifferent to things that have gone on in the African-American community, and I think that caused a lot of mistrust. In the African-American
right, so
that
pinkish leggings or purplish leggings, which also has been done to death. Sorry, it's easy. I don't know her favorite color, so kind of gotta go with it.
Mr. Coggins was a young African-American male. His body was found in a clear-cut area adjacent to a power line on the northern part of Spartan County in the area known as Sunnyside. He had been tortured, he was harshly stripped and chained and drugged up and down the power line behind the vehicle before his body was abandoned in a wood. The Tim was part of my family. My mom raised us to be strong. But with Tim's death was, it took a toll. We were shocked. We were like, who would hurt this guy? You know, this was Tim. This was the smooth guy, the guy that never bothered nobody, always helped somebody.
My memory of Tim that always stick with me is the fact that he was very sweet and he was a very outgoing person. And a lot of Tim friends were like, but you know, Tim is the type of person he didn't know anybody. Because of the way man.
Okay.
He is a family. Everybody knows. And he had friends and most
Hair color. Okay, I'm gonna give her raven hair.
He was doing for everything hangout.
I'm gonna give her black hair.
I used to go little jobs with him. You know, we cut grass and break yards and do things to make extra money. And everything that he did was, you know, I really admired because he always put me first and he never let any hurt, harm, or danger come to me.
Hopefully when it dries, it'll stay black. This is the darkest paint I have. It's kind of like a gunmetal.
Body of a young black male, being kind of familiar with a lot of other blacks in the community and all. I believe the sheriff reason for calling me was that he thought, you know, that I would probably be the best person to identify him. I went to the morgue and they had the body laid out on the, you know, stainless steel table. He had 7 stab wounds to the front of his chest. It was like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then he had a cross cut across the chest. And in the back, it was the same way. I was later told that it represented the Confederate flag. When I reported back to the sheriff and all, I told him I did not know who this individual was. There was no way that I could know because he was so disfigured.
I remember I was at my sister's.
So we're gonna give her black boots.
Out in the neighborhood.
Just because I haven't used black in any of the other sequences.
When it got to us, I think my sister said, that's Tim. He had a tattoo on his arm that my sister recognized.
I was in 8th grade, 14 years old, and I had just come home from football practice, and my stepmom at the time told me with tears in her eyes that they found Tim dead, and it was something that really devastated us all, you know, because we never knew what happened or how it happened or anything, you know, it was just a mystery.
Again, that thing about that steady hand, man. That steady hand.
Tim's stepdad told me that
It
he
helps
received a phone
a
call
lot.
and was told, you look into the face of the people responsible for killing Tim every single day. And if he didn't want another family member to be killed, he needed to leave this investigation alone.
It was very scary for my family. And sometimes we would all be at one house, spend the night, sit around and talk about, well, why they did this and why did this happen? I recall one time.
Okay, I don't want to touch the name with any dark colors. So,
it was a great thing, didn't it?
alright.
When Mary started using Gain Ultra Foods, he fell head over heels in love with its irresistible scent. Looks like their dog Michelangelo did too. Unfortunately for him, it's more of a forbidden love.
Let's go with red. Yellow and red.
Seriously good scent.
Let's hope if ZZ ever sees it, she'll actually like it.
Ashley Home Store's grand reopening is happening now. Get up to 50% off, plus amazing doorbusters. Or get 0% interest for 6 whole years. Visit AshleyHomestore.com today. This is home.
America is our home. And in our home, food shouldn't go to waste. That's why Hellmann's is rescuing excess food from American farms and bringing it to the tables that need it most. Help us rescue more food at Hellmann's.com.
Steady hand, people.
Depression. Multiple
You need that steady hand. If you're gonna paint, you need that steady hand. Sharp brush doesn't hurt.
Gotta change this. So your doctor tells you about Trintellix, a prescription medicine for adults with depression, and you feel this overall relief. Yeah. And Trintellix had no significant impact on weight in clinical trials.
I think I'm gonna play safety and just paint the Z's and leave the rest of it white.
Antidepressants can increase these.
That might save me some problems.
Do not take with MAOIs. Tell your doctor about your medications, including migraines, psychiatric, and depression medications, to avoid a potentially life-threatening condition. Increased risk of bleeding and bruising may occur, especially if taken with NSAID pain relievers, aspirin, or blood thinners. Manic episodes or vision problems may occur in some people. May cause low sodium levels. Common side effects include nausea, constipation, and vomiting. Some reports of weight gain have been received since product approval.
Feeling better. Maybe not fancying better.
Ask your doctor about Trintellix. Financial help may be available.
New Colgate Optic White Renewal removes 10 years of yellow stains. And that's like all the way back to 2010.
Their jeans, their leggings,
Their jeggings. Whoa. Remove 10 years of yellow stains with new Colgate Optic White Renewal.
and then what happened, Daddy?
Well, you see here? There's a photo of you. There's a photo of your mommy. And then there's a picture of me. But before our story, it goes way, way, way back with our great-great-great-grandparents. See this handsome man? His name is William. And William fell in love with Rose, and they had a kid. His name is Charles. And Charles met Martha. Isn't she pretty? Yeah.
I think I changed my mind about that scene.
That's why they trust
Going all out.
to quickly protect their family.
Balls to the wall. Gonna go ahead and make
America's
everything
most
red.
trusted insect control brand. SC Johnson.
We got a good one for you tonight.
Everyone's falling for the new family comedy, United We Fall.
Hey, where's all my artwork? Oh my God, I've been robbed!
And it's just the fun we need right now.
I have the best family. Oh.
You see, she has no idea we're completely inept.
It's bound to become your family's summer favorite.
There are no favorites in this family, okay? You know, it's like mom and me. You don't have a favorite, right?
And there we have it.
Wednesday on ABC.
So, Zeda, I'd like to design some shirts for you, if you allow me to do it. I'm not a really good painter, but I draw fair, you know. So design number 1 is you kicking your name. Design number 2 is with you in the middle. And then design number 3, because I'm part Native American, I gave you a Native American shield, some feathers in the hair. I can picture this on my chest. Thanks for watching, guys. Be seeing you. Oh, hold on. One more thing. I did finish the Deer Woman one. Alright? And it went against my better judgment, but I did finish it. I finished it before I did these. And I did finish Thunderbird. Alright? Now, the grandioseness of all of them, I'm scared to touch. I'm scared to touch this one. Yeah, I'm thinking about painting it, but I'm not really sure. I'm a big fan of hers. I actually am crushing on her big time. So, you know, crush reveal. Zeda, if you ever get to see this, you ever get decided to lower your standards, here I am. And we met before. So, there you go, guys. I am so scared to touch it. You know, I painted this part with a pencil because I actually drew it with like pencil and pen, and I don't know what to do with it, like color wise. There it is. You know. So I'm like so not trying to touch it because I'm so scared that I'm going to screw it up. So, you know, if you guys like it this way, let me know. If you think I should paint it, for one, I don't have any more green paint, but I want the dragons to be green, and I want to go old school with her black and yellow suit. So if I touch anything, it would be just her black and yellow suit and leave the dragons and the name and all that stuff there. But you guys know, now you know who I'm crushing after. A wrestler. Very beautiful wrestler. An awesomely beautiful wrestler, as I tell her in all her posts. Alright, thanks for watching. This is Kung Fu Epic number 2. PC and you.
And 60.